Welcome to Majesticas Tarot, Libra. And welcome back if you've been here before. These messages are for July 21st through the 25th. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not all Libras are doing the same thing. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If it does resonate, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So, time is fluid and roles can be reversed. I started pulling your reading and noticed my mic wasn't on, so I'm starting over. So I left here as it is. So Libra, it seems that you're unsatisfied here. You're upset. It's giving you anxiety. You could be isolating yourself until unhealthy wise. Not getting up out of bed. Like you're very unhappy. You're very unhappy here. And then it's because you found something out. You found out some lies about somebody that you love. Something was revealed to you. Deception. It was kind of like you weren't seeing it before, but now you're seeing it. It was kind of like right in front of your eyes, and you were just like, how could I not figure this out? So when I pull the other energy that you're dealing with here, this person feels like they are a victim in this situation. We have a true pair couple situation here, King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, but they feel that they're a victim. I don't know why. I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. They are very codependent when it comes to money. They are very codependent when it becomes to love. They are very lonely. Even if they're in somebody's presence, they're still lonely inside because they have a void they're always trying to fill, basically. Even if they act like they're good, they're having a great time, they are on top of the world, they're really not. And they feel everything that they do, every effort, work that they put in never pans out the way that it's supposed to. It always ends up in drama, chaos, strife, fights, arguments. It always ends up that way, no matter what they do. Then the bottom of the deck was the Two of Wands. Nothing ever goes well that as planned for them. Nothing ever goes as planned for them. Never works out. Don't know why, but let's clarify. Spirit, help me clarify the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Hermit reverse for Libra. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, or a Virgo. Okay, so I'm hearing before you healed this by collaborating with a third party. Maybe y'all have been to therapy before, but this has been healed before, or you know how to heal this, and so you're, running around with anxiety. You think to yourself, okay, I need to ground myself. I need help. There definitely could have been this could have been a third party situation here. But I feel like, or the only way this is going to be healed is if y'all get therapy together. Tell me about the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Cups, please, Spirit. There was a third party in somewhere, some way. I don't know if it was therapy or or you've been sleeping on a third party here, or you're going to go heal this with a third party, like a therapist, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have found out that this person has addictions. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, this person has had this person has I'm not gonna this person has had an addiction to possibly porn here. This person has had an addiction to third party entities for a long time. This person has been battling this for a very long time, and it's because they're lonely inside. They have an emptiness that they've had for a very long time. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's just there's a void missing, and they're never going to feel full because of something that probably happened in their childhood or along the way. But this has been going on for a while. They try to hide it from you because they don't want to fight. They can have siblings, family members that they don't talk to, or they were neglected as a child. They were not taught. They were not taught. They, they were not taught by positive, loving people. We'll put it that way. Okay. Tell me about the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords in the reverse. There was definitely a blockage here. Who dealing with Scorpio? There was a blockage here. This person is very curious, and this has been going on for a long time. They're always curious. You remember, like, have you ever seen? I mean, me growing up, I've seen this act in a bunch of movies, but how a little boy will go, like there's a crowd of people and there's women with dresses on. Now, tarot doesn't know gender, so it could be reversed in some other way. Um, you know how, like, a little boy will drop a quarter and then go by a girl or a woman with a dress on and then act like they're picking up the quarter and then lift the dress up. This is what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if your person is 25, 32, 33, 43, 46, 58, 65, doesn't matter. That little person is still inside of them. And they have not found a way to transform out of that. They have not grown up in that sense when it comes to possibly sexuality. Tell me about this Queen of Cups and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Their mother or a mother figure to them could have been like treated them poorly growing up. Tell me about that, Spirit. It's not for all of you, but it could be for some of you. That's why they're so codependent. Because they're looking for love in all the wrong places. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah, they're hopeful that they can find, but they're never going to find it. We have the temperance in the challenge position. They're always looking for somebody to fill up their cup. They're always looking for somebody but they're always looking. Even when they're with somebody, they're always looking here. Because they never fill the void. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I don't know if I just said that or not, but so I said it again. We have the Chariot. They're always moving forward, looking for something. The King of Swords. They act like they're standing on business, but all in all, they feel like, they always feel like they're the victim. Yeah, they're burdened by this. They act like the King of Swords, but they're burdened. They're very blunt, they're very cutthroat, to the chase, whatever, but that burdens them. And then so when they try, person's weak. The stresses that they put on themselves, they cannot, the stresses that they put on, the chaos that they create, the stresses they put on themselves, like lying to you and starting this argument, because yes, they started it by lying to you, but they're going to say you started it because of how you reacted to them lying to you. They've started it here. They can't hold their own. They're going to find some reason of why. Well, I lied to you because you did this, or I lied to you because of that, or I lied to you. No, you lied because you're a liar. That's why you lied. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Tell me about this codependent energy here. Always needing something, always looking for something. This person uses people. Yep. They can act like they love you and they're manipulating you at the same time. Judgment. They feel like they have to manipulate. Oh. There's a judgment call on this person. They always had to manipulate their mother. So they always feel they have to manipulate, like, yeah, this person's very needy here. I'm not saying they have to manipulate their mother, but they have to manipulate acting like they love you here, and they're very needy, and they don't want you to know that. They don't want anybody to know that. Yeah, they're all stuck in their head about how needy they are. They know this. Like I said, they know what they're doing. They're manipulating it. Tell me about the Four of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Wands. Oh, my bad. The Six of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Wands. They're definitely putting on a show here, but it's not working. They want to return. But the problem is the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, which means they're just going to repeat the cycle again. And they even know what they're doing. Well, this person's not trying to change. They're too weak. Go Wands again. They're too weak. They can't. They're going to act weak because they think that you're naive enough to take them back. They're weak, they're needy, and nothing ever goes as planned, and it's never their fault. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, that is player-like energy. It's reckless energy, and they know what they're doing. They know. They know what they're doing. Okay, so we're going to clarify. Yeah, pretty much explain. Spirit, clarify this Three of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles, upright, Four of Swords, upright for Libra. Tower. You're going to have to get help in order to realize that you are exhausted from this. Yeah, you're needing to work things through because you're stuck. You're exhausted from this. I think you know that the tower is coming, that this is over, and you're trying to push through it. But you're going to need, bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. You're going to need to help, to get some help to somebody to help you. That's okay. Anything to get away from this fool. Spirit, what is this person's next plan of action towards Libra, if any? This person's going to come in. You're not even going to see them coming, but that's another deception. They're going to come in, and they're going to come in unemotionally unavailable, or you're not seeing that. They're going to come in, and you're not going to see this coming. They're coming towards you. It's like they're going to pop up somewhere, and they're not going to act like, oh, I love you and all this. They are going to be like very unemotionally unavailable to you. Like they're not going to be showing you any love. They're just going to be cold and bitter. They could be possibly coming to ask you for money. They need help. Who is that? I would also be careful because There is an energy here of stealing. I would make sure that, you watch your accounts, money around the house. Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. They're not very smart. But they're gonna need, Spirit says to turn on your intuition. You need to start accepting, you need to stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself and stop returning to this relationship. This person is not working. They're greedy. They're greedy. Please hit the like button if it resonates. I greatly appreciate it. So comment, it helps the channel, and I'm trying to grow. It's going well. I'm very, very appreciative of all my subscribers here. I hope I can help, you know. So this is a new deck. It's advice, messages from Spirit. So I want to get some cards for you. I am going to have to read it out of the book because it's a brand new deck. So I just thought it was pretty cool. I want to get some advice. Spirit, what do we have for Libra? What's the advice? Give us some messages for Libra. The cold shoulder. The two of these. These nuts. All right. That's too many. We'll get. Oh, cheese fries. Okay, so we have the cold shoulder. Not all things require a response. Silence can speak volumes. Sometimes the healthiest decision is to enforce your boundaries, turn the other cheek and shoulder, and walk away. Now we have the two of these. The time has come to guide those in question to the two of these. Chestnuts, balls, nads, family jewels. You get the idea? The time has come to guide those. And then cheese fries is basically whatever, if you are overindulging into something during your comfort zone, you worked so hard. I don't even have to read that. You worked so hard, and you know how people, if you need to have a night in where you're eating a tub of ice cream, or you're overindulging in comfort food, go ahead and do that because you deserve it. Once in a while is good, but don't keep it going. Love yourself. Overindulge, enjoy a little bit, and then keep going. Libra, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. And if it does, please hit the like button. I hope you all have a fantastic week and stay blessed.